What I do not respect is people doing that and then turning it back and yelling and screaming and being hateful and mean.
And I think that's what kind of, not that I even needed this experience to realize I'm not like you bitches. But
what's up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Key with Kioshi. I'm your host, Kioshi, and today I have one of the sweetest human beings in the building. Okay, she's garnered over 80,000 followers online, modeling, being gorgeous, and just living her life. Okay, she is so inspirational. She is Tiffany-Patrice.
Hi guys!
My girl, my baby.
Let me do my thing that I do on my channel. We do the click, 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 click.
Yes, ma'am. How are you, babe? How are you doing?
I am glowing and growing.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I really am. I think that sounds so corny and cliche, but it's true.
You look it. You look it.
You know, that's one thing that will always, continuity with me will always be there. So I will always be moisturized. And I will always be persistent.
Absolutely. Full transparency. Okay, this is my girl. Okay, we've been cool for many years now. And it's just been so wonderful watching you blossom and grow. And like I said in my intro, I've always been inspired by you. So thank you so much.
Oh, that means so much to me.
For coming on the show.
Absolutely. Thank you for having. I feel so honored.
Girl, please.
I feel so honored. I'm like, oh my God.
I love you.
I love you.
Listen, the topic I chose for you today. Okay, well, us today.
Yes. I'm excited to sink my teeth into this.
Girl, it's the plus size paradigm, okay?
Woo!
Because I feel like we both smashed that into pieces.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, and what drew me into you was like your unfiltered authenticity. And I think over the years, you've helped me unlock parts of my brain that have been shut off due to, a lifetime of bullying and just fear of being seen, fear of being judged. But you are just like so free to me. So I wanted to get into the ins and outs of that.
Oh, I can't wait. We gonna talk.
Yes, ma'am. And one glance at your socials, like you can see that you're into fashion and beauty. So when did you decide to start sharing your life? And was there ever a time where you were uncomfortable posting yourself at all?
Oh my gosh. So I think that I first started really posting myself. This is going back to when I had an Instagram. What it was is my Instagram started off as I had a personal Instagram. My personal Instagram was called Fat Beyonce. And then I really got into stan culture, obviously. And so I remember my first stan page ever was X Butera, X Lovato, X.
Okay.
And it was a combination stan page for Mariah, Demi, and Ariana. And I think I was, maybe 15, 16. I know that I wasn't super deep even into my high school career at this time. But it was on the horizon of me just like losing a parent. And I kind of really already had a toe in the online pool. I was on Tumblr. Yikes.
Girl, me too. No, but I miss Tumblr.
I miss Tumblr, but during the time that I was on Tumblr, it was a lot of EDism and things going on.
Wow. Yeah.
And so it was and I was already kind of not doing great in that area. I was about 13 when I was on Tumblr. So I was about 15, 16 once I got to Instagram. And I think that after something really traumatic happens to you like that at such a young age, you kind of like, you either sink or swim.
Yeah.
And the woman that raised me, I know that she damn sure raised me to swim. So it was almost like I kind of just absorbed her. Long story short, it was just an outlet. And I had a lot of fun with it. I love music. Music has always been a savior of mine. And so it was just super fun to meet people and make friends and garner that community. And then at a certain point in time, I don't even know exactly what prompted it or triggered it, but I just started posting myself, like here and there, seldomly. And people were like, oh, you're so funny. And oh, like, you're hilarious and you're cute and all these things. And I'm like, maybe that's true. And so I started posting myself more, and I mean, like, people just liked me, and that was kind of new to me because I never really felt as though in my life, I don't think that I was ever like discarded or anyone was ever like, oh, like, fuck you, you just ain't worth 2 cents. But I don't think I ever necessarily felt special in any kind of way.
Right.
I knew it for myself, but it wasn't anything that was like outwardly expressed to me. So people just kind of started flocking to me, and then there was kind of this turning point where I did start seeing plus size women wear fashionable items and like fashionable clothing. And I was like, wow, I like this. I want to be like this. I was always hyper feminine from a very young age. That was something that I knew about myself. And so seeing that other women of size and black women also could be feminine and dare to be plus size and dress nicely, it was just something that was super reaffirming to me. And I was like, I can do that. And so I did it.
Girl, listen, and that's what, when I first started following you, I was like, oh my gosh, she's a girly girl. I too want to be a girly girl. But I feel like the difference is, when I was younger, it was drilled into my head that I was too big to be cute. I was too big to be like super feminine. I was too big to be wearing dresses and skirts and like be super girly. They were like, you can't do that. So I feel like I went the opposite direction and became like super alternative and started wearing like super baggy clothes and like tomboy-esque like vibes, even though I really wanted to be the girly girl. And I feel like I'm coming back into that as an adult now.
Yeah.
I've been buying more dresses. I was like, I like this. I like being cute. My lip gloss, like everything that I do now.
Absolutely.
I so wanted to do when I was younger. So
when
like,
you were a young girl.
But
we're always told, like, you can't, how dare you?
Literally.
Where do you get the gumption?
Literally.
But I've always just, it's so weird to explain. It's just always been so innate for me. Like, even from a young child, I was hyper feminine. And my family, they used to call me fashion bunny. Girl, I used to just like take this red scarf and wrap it around myself. I don't know who the hell
Get into it.
Girl, I used to get into it. I would steal my mom's makeup. And I mean, like, girl, this is back in the day when you would go to the beauty counter. And, you know, that was the stuff. You can't even get stuff like that no more, okay? That's the good makeup. We ain't got no beauty counters no more, y'all. We have Sephora, but Sephora is not the same as you have to go into a department store and go to the Macy's, the Dillards. Go to Macy's and the Dillards and the Strawbridges, and you have to wait for the clerk, honey, and the makeup. You would get a lipstick. I mean, the lipstick is still high, but the lipstick would be like $58. And it would be like gold plated, okay? And then it would be like the super nice compact mirror. So like, you know, I just always knew, this is me. This is who I am. And so, you know, growing up was weird. It was weird. I really started to have like a weird relationship with my body around the age of 13. And that is kind of where my unhealthy relationship with food started to form. And I think when I was consuming a lot of media at that time, Disney, Nickelodeon,
girl,
I just never saw anyone that looked like me. And like, for me, I clung to Raven-Symoné like this.
Let me tell listen, okay, first of all, Raven-Symoné, hey girl, if you ever see this clip, you raised us.
Yes.
And here's the thing, Raven wasn't even that big, but everybody and their mama was like, Maya, you look Raven, da-da-da. And I'm looking at Raven like, if y'all calling this girl big, what am I?
Absolutely.
So but seeing her be so confident and beautiful and fashionable and fashionable, like, girl. And I'm talking about Raven Baxter and Raven-Symoné, because Raven-Symoné, when she hit a red carpet, I'm gonna find the picture. Jordan, put up the picture that I'm sending you. This look, the green eyeshadow, the yellow jersey top.
And the
skirt. Exactly, girl.
The 427, okay.
Come
to the side.
On, to the side.
Mascara. Don't ever play with it.
She looks so sick.
When I say that I really clung to her and I followed her career for a while after Disney, because that representation, I didn't even know that I needed that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And of course we had Monique and we had Queen Latifah, we had the Parkers, we had Countess. But at the time that I was growing up, you know, that was a little bit out of my age range for where I was in my developmental years as a young lady.
Yeah.
And kind of like the fashion that Raven-Symoné displayed, it was more so I don't want to say palatable, but just in alignment with where I was at the time. I wasn't an adult yet. So I didn't really want to dress like Nikki Parker yet. I wanted to dress like Raven Baxter. I'm
Period.
still a girl. And that's the thing too. When you're young and you're fat, you're dressing in business casual.
Girl, Ashley Stewart. Ashley Stewart and Lane Bryant at 14. At 14, girl.
I would go to the mall with my mom and my aunt, and before Christmas, they would say, okay, come in here, you pick out 5 pairs of jeans, you pick out some sweaters, and this is going to be part of what's under the tree.
I hated it, bro.
I hated it too. It was just, do you remember the Ashley Stewart jeans with like, they had gold detailing though?
Yes.
This is like back in the day. She had like the gold, they were kind of cunt now that I'm thinking about
it. Those ate. Those were cute.
Definitely. But I think at the time, again, when you're just a young girl and you want to be like the other young girls.
And everybody's like, shopping at the Limited 2.
Limited 2! Oh my God! I want to go to Limited 2. I can only get lip smackers and notebooks. That's all I could get was fuzzy pens.
Girl, going into the Limited 2 and getting accessories used to blow my life. Like, it used to piss me clean off.
I'm crying so bad. Why?
Girl, no, because you're so right. Going into the we got to go get our pants, our clothes from the grown women's stores. Girl. If I was lucky, I could hit up maybe a nice section at the Macy's, but even then those patterns were disgusting. Girl, nothing that felt. I feel like I'm developing personal style now. Because I did not have access and wasn't able to play. Also, I went to school in uniforms. So, like, I didn't have any opportunity to really get into what I like wearing because I didn't have the space to play.
So true. And, you know, my best friend, she tells me that a lot, too, when I tell her Pinterest. Pinterest is really helping me to hone a style.
Me too, though. Stop. No, we're on the same way. Because I made mine, and I was like, I like this. And trying to figure out what silhouettes I like on my body.
Absolutely.
And, girl.
And I think it's about being resourceful, too. And, like, I always tell myself we can shop at home.
Facts.
Because I think part of it, especially being a plus size, a fat adult, is you kind of get FOMO. And so you think that when you see something, you have to buy everything. Mm-hmm. Or else you're never going to see something like that again. So overconsumption has been a big part of my adulthood. It is something that I literally have been working on within the last 2 to 3 years, for sure.
I was like, she ain't got my size. Okay, interesting. Who else? Cider has my size.
Right.
Like all these different fast fashion places, and you hear what people say about fast fashion, but I'm also over here like, okay, wouldn't get me some sustainably made clothes, ethically made clothes that fit on my cheeks. It don't fit me. Where am I supposed to go?
And that isn't $98 a pop.
Yeah.
Eloquy, I see y'all lowered your prices a little bit. Okay.
Eloquy was the other
I see that came. They was like, we got to come down a little bit.
I feel like Torrid has been a tried and true, and they've been trying to get better.
They have been trying.
They have. I was like, okay, I see less peplum tops. Peplum tops.
I said the same thing. I don't think anyone else I said it to has seen it so far yet, but I've seen the subtle. It's subtle.
Yes.
But it's changing.
Yeah, I still get the little emails. I'm like, oh, okay, that top is kind of easy.
Girl, I just used my little $15 last week. They said you got a week left to use your $15. I said,
girl, you better use that Torrid cash.
You do use that Torrid cash. And I had a $7 coupon or a $7 gift card, and I said, use the rest of that. Got me a little workout set, $20.
Exactly.
Because y'all not about to play with me. I also think too that like, I don't know if you feel like this, but I think, like you said, with the Shein and me and Shein and Fashion Nova, unfortunately, and I'm breaking up with Shein as far as it comes to clothing.
Okay.
But I think it just sucks, like, when you're an adult and you can look at your wardrobe and feel like you don't have any, like, garments that are really well structured or, like, really well put together. Like, I remember growing up and, like, the things that my mom and my aunt had in their closet, quality.
Right.
Like, things that would last for years. Quality fabric, will last. You put Shein in the washer more than 3 times, it's time to say goodbye.
Girl, listen, I'll be very honest. I've been spending coin on clothes recently. I want quality stuff. I'm like, these jeans are expensive, but they fit, they wash well. I have the same like 5 pairs of jeans I've been circulating in and out, but they're all excellent quality. Yes. And I can mix and match them with different outfits and stuff. So I'm like, building, what do they call it? Like your basics
Your
in your wardrobe.
essentials.
Yeah, your essentials. That's what I'm doing right now, but I'm making sure that the quality is
Is
there.
there. It's so important.
It is.
It is so important. And that's not to say that everything that you get that's affordable is going to be poor quality.
Correct.
It's not always the case, but I just kind of missed that time where you would go in the store and there wouldn't be like, even though we were wearing business casual, the stuff was good quality. I will say that, like the Ashley store,
these
I ain't never gonna talk about.
These slacks are well made.
And as much heat as Torrid gets, the stuff lasts. I had things from Torrid when I was in junior year of high school, like.
Absolutely. Well, you had a merch drop years ago, girl, and I still have my shirt. Okay, I still have my shirt.
I was just talking about that on my other YouTube channel.
Mm-hmm. Fat Black Femme Supremacy. I bought that shirt immediately. It took me 2.5 seconds. I put it in the cart and I bought it. So, like, as a plus size content creator, what is your absolute favorite thing about the space? And what's your least favorite thing? Give me the good.
Well, I think that the liberation that, and I want to be like clear in my verbiage here, that the fat liberation movement has given me. Mm-hmm. Not to be confused with the body positivity movement, but the fat liberation movement has got. Please, but the fat liberation movement has given me exactly that. Exactly that. I think it is so. There's something like so rebellious about being a fat Black woman and having the audacity to see yourself as beautiful and worthy and chosen and good enough and whole. And I know that I had it within me to be able to see that within me, but I think that the fat liberation movement just kind of gave me my wings. Mm. In a sense that I can take up space, in a sense that I don't have to ask for permission. I belong here. I think that within the current climate now, with everything going on and just where we are as a society, politically,
get into it.
There's a lot. There's so many layers. You know what I mean? And so, there really is, as far as the fat liberation movement is right now today, I would say there's not really a visible movement for that anymore. Fat women and plus size women and people still exist online, and they're still taking up space online, but the messaging just isn't paid attention to. And do we want to go there?
Girl, be real. Keep it 100.
It is just I think it's a very weird and sticky time online and in society when it comes to bodies. Very, very, very kind of strange. And I will be like 100% transparent and say, I am a person who is on a GLP-1. And I was actually very judgmental of people who were on GLP-1s initially. And I think that is partially because of I saw it as taking resources from people who, might actually need the drug. Mm-hmm. But I also kind of saw it as abandonment.
Wow.
Honestly. And for a long time, I think that anytime I saw a woman or a person of size say that they wanted to intentionally lose weight, it just kind of came off as like, okay, so you're a poser. You're a liar. Like, you fed me this messaging of like wanting to, not even just wanting to look like me, but being okay with looking like me, and you're not okay with looking like me. So almost like, how am I supposed to be if you're not? And I had to kind of unpack that, because there shouldn't be a sole person responsible of being in charge of how you feel about yourself.
Come on.
And for a long time, I think that what was going on with me, especially at the height of body positivity, was I can't change my body because I would be disobeying myself and others. I'd be lying to myself and others.
Wow.
Yeah.
Girl, it's okay. Full transparency. Not only because I feel safe with you, but I feel safe with my audience. I've been in a bigger body my entire life. It's shaped and molded so much of me, like, as a person. I see people like Samira online, who is...
Love Samira.
Listen to me. Just accomplished in so many different ways, talented in so many different ways, refuses to allow you to pigeonhole her or say what she can or can't do because of the size of her body, and then
Yes.
on top of that consistently advocates we deserve clothes.
Yes.
We do not deserve to feel ostracized and separated and othered in society, because as many different lines as there are, as many different sectors of otherness, fat people are always at the bottom of the totem pole. It don't matter what your race is, ethnicity doesn't matter. If you fat, we can pick on you. We can say whatever we want about you. Yes. Your feelings don't matter. It's like we are consistently and have always been at the very, very bottom. And then on top of that, be marginalized. Yeah. Don't be a fat black woman. Don't be a fat black woman who doesn't have a conventionally attractive shape to her fat.
Yep.
And it's exhausting in a way that I genuinely cannot describe.
Oh yes.
because I find myself now, like, you started your gym journey in 2022. I started mine a couple of years ago. Finding a sense of self and like, I deserve to move my body. I want to work. I like working out.
I love it.
I love lifting weights. Do you hear me? I'm strong too. Mm-hmm. I outlift a lot of these men I be seeing in the gym, and I'll just be gagged to myself because I'm like, I know it's somebody 140 pounds, an alcoholic that ain't been to a primary care doctor since a mama took him in 2008, sitting at home right now, looking at a picture of a girl who looks just like me, saying, "Oh, she's so unhealthy," and I just want to be like,
please don't play with my stamina.
Listen to me.
I'm in the gym for 2 hours, 4 times a week. 2 hours plus, because 2 hours is really the minimum.
Girl,
let's talk about it.
It's draining. I'm tired. I'm very tired. But I wanted your opinion on this because I was definitely going to like message you about this. But since we're here, I'm just going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it now. So Samira.
Yeah.
There's another creator on TikTok I've been following for a couple of years. Her name is Asia J.
Yes.
I think her ad is Brown Hunt. Oh, me too, girl.
Yeah. But I'm with both of these women, these lovely women.
Me too.
We're all connected.
We are. But Asia, I think at her highest was like 500 something pounds, somewhere in that area. She got, I believe, the sleeve done.
Yes.
And now she's in the 200s. And she's just been sharing like her journey, and she's had like a complete transformation. And I've seen her personality be the same throughout. She has been like the same person, and it's made me very happy. But also, she said something that made me think, and I was just like, I see what you mean, girl, but yeah, basically saying we need people like Samira, because we do. We need people.
I think I spoke on this.
Come on,
go ahead.
We need people like Samira who are consistently pointing out diet culture in the world, the different ways that fat people are ostracized and othered, like the fact that you say that you're inclusive, but you don't have my size in the store. You're using me as promotion, but I can't wear anything that you have. I can't walk into the store. We need that. Asia also said, "Girl, I kind of don't want to wait for these people to gain empathy in order for me to live the life that I want to."
Yes. I remember this. Back in August.
I do not want to wait for all of these people to see the error of their ways and include me and make me feel good. I'm going to live my life and get smaller so that I can do the things I want to do, wear the things I want to wear. And I understood where she was coming from from a certain standpoint. Because I'm like, my main motivation for losing weight, I want to ride roller coasters. I want to ride ATVs.
I want to live.
I want to go bungee jumping. I want to do a bunch of random stuff. I finally gotten over the hump where it's like an attractive thing. Like, I'm beautiful now. I am beautiful now. I am attractive now. I am worthy of love and everything in this very moment.
Yes.
But the way that this world is structured, and it's not just clothes, baby, it's everything. Yeah. I personally want to make sure that I'm not online the night before an event, scrounging and looking at the event seat to make sure my butt's
Oh,
gonna fit in the seat.
I literally just went through that.
You know what I mean? And but that's literally just it though. But the problem is that people see you in a bigger body and you wanna, cause I'm always gonna be big. I do not want to be a bobblehead, but I do want to be like 2 or 3 sizes smaller. And people still gonna call me fat, and it's gonna be what
Absolutely.
it is. I don't care though. Mm-hmm. Like, I just want to be able to do different things.
Absolutely.
How do you feel about that?
Well, okay, so here's what it was for me. You know, it was one random day at the tail end of 2021. And I don't even know what it was. I think it's because after I really started applying law of assumption to my life, and I started seeing, you know, like my love life change, my finances change, and my circumstances change, I just wanted a change maybe for my body. I can't even, it's so weird because I can't even put a finger on what exactly prompted it. It wasn't one specific thing. Mm-hmm. But I did know that I did not have a healthy relationship with food. And so I told myself, I was like, you know what, from this day forward, I am going to really get my relationship with food under control. I'm going to reformulate with it. And that's where I started. And I knew that before I even set foot in the gym, I needed to have a healthy, well-rounded relationship with food that didn't include dieting, mm-hmm. that didn't necessarily include suppression, exclusion, because I did all that before. It never worked. Girl. It literally never worked. So I'm not going to keep going back to the thing that doesn't work and expect a different outcome. Mm-hmm. Something that I learned with the law of assumption as well. In different areas of my life, I'm not going to keep going into things with fear and shame and doubt and expect a different outcome. I have to be the person that is the change. I have to be the change. So I started just kind of like looking into BED recovery on my own. I had a notebook. Me and notebooks, we go together like this.
Yeah, girl, same.
Me and notebooks, yeah. I will write some shit down in a minute, okay? So I just had a designated notebook, and YouTube University, you know, like I was really just listening and watching and writing. And so I started with cooking at home more. And I took my sweet time. It was about 2 months before I even felt confident enough to even just step foot in my apartment gym. Mm. So, and I just started with taking the numbers and the weight off the table. I was like, I don't care. I don't want to think about this. I don't want to hold this arbitrary number in the back of my mind. I don't care about weight loss. I just want to move. And so that's what it was for me. And I think even that, like, even just that rebellion in itself, like, there was something very satisfying about that to me. I don't know if that has anything to do with my placements. I'm fire, water, fire. So, like, any type of rebellion or me having, like, my own narrative that has not been, like, snatched by the grubby hands of the world is, like, very fulfilling for me. Yeah. So, I was just having a good time going to the gym and not seeking to necessarily be smaller. And that's what helped me keep going. I think that if I went into the gym and I said, okay, I have to lose this amount of weight by this point in time, and this is my goal, and if I don't reach my goal, I messed up. If I had adhered to that, I would not still be going to the gym 3-4 years later. I would not be where I'm at. It just wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't happen. So that's my principle. That's my blueprint. I started going to the gym, and my message from day one has always been, I'm not moving my body as an apology for my body being the way that it is. I'm moving it as a celebration of what it's capable of. I'm not going to be in here because I hate moving, or I hate myself, and I have to do this as an apology to you and me, and fuck you. Like, honestly, fuck you. Please go to the lowest part of hell. Like, I'm so sick of it. Like, what are you talking about? And so because, you know, when you make a change and you consistently stick to that change, your body is going to change. Yeah. And so before I even got on a GLP, I lost about 60 pounds on my own.
I remember.
Yeah. And it wasn't even necessarily like intentional. You know what I mean? Like, I was still eating. I still eat now. That's another thing that pisses me off when people get on the drug. I don't eat at all. That's not cute. Please stop talking about you don't eat. Like, stop saying that shit to me, because I'm not going to applaud you.
I don't think that's funny. Something in your head, too. Like, you can't.
I'm going to tell you to get the fuck out of my face. I get what people are trying to say.
The appetite suppressants. Yeah.
It's rewiring my relationship with food. That's part of its job. But it's not supposed to make you not eat. You need to eat. Eat! Please.
You're talking to me, girl. Okay, so this is another thing. I'm like, it's the preconceived notions. Y'all just know how everybody's body works, right?
Of course.
Y'all just know how everybody gained the weight, how everybody's big. All of my fat is stored fat from years of not eating. From years of shame and not feeling comfortable eating in front of anybody. That's how my BED was formed. And
we have a similar story.
Girl, I'm telling you, man. And it got to a point where I'm like, I don't have a healthy relationship with food either, because I look at it like the enemy. Like, food is the reason why people dislike me so much. Food is the reason why people don't find me attractive. Food is the reason why these boys that I like in school don't want to go nowhere near me. Like, it's food's fault. So, like, I'm just not going to eat. And then in my head, I rationalized it as like, oh, y'all can call me fat all you want. It doesn't matter because I don't eat. Like, that was my MO.
Oh, wow.
That's how I functioned until, like, college. And then I was like, yeah, this isn't right. Like, I'm hungry. I should go eat something. But then I had shame around it. So I would hide and eat, or I'd sneak and eat, or I'd do, like, stuff like that, and then binge a whole bunch. Of just crap, like, not real food, like, just crap.
Food. Snack food.
Yeah, so I found, like, in this season, I've been in the gym for the last 2 years, last year and a half. I'm about to hit my 2-year mark lifting, and I'm like, I need to feed myself. So this year is the most I've genuinely ever eaten in my life.
As you should.
I'm like, I'm eating regular meals and maybe sometimes a little snacky snack, a little fruit, a little vegetable, like, you know what I mean? But, like, real meals and drinking water and, like, just all, like, developing, like you said, a healthy relationship that just was not there before.
A full, well-rounded relationship with food.
Yeah.
I think one of the principles that BED recovery is really called intuitive eating. I think you should look it up if you haven't before. It's an amazing principle. But it's basically the principle of listening to your body's natural hunger cues and not labeling a food as a good food or a bad food, because there's no moral association with a food. Like, you know what I mean? Like, one of the examples that my nutritionist gave me is, you know, if you're in a desert and you're starving and you have nothing but a Twinkie, that Twinkie is going to save your life because it's going to give you something to sustain yourself with. It's going to give your body some type of energy.
Yeah.
Your body's going to process them carbs. Your body's going to process them sugar. That's energy. So although it might not be the most nourishment, you know, it's not the most possible nourishment that your body could ever run off of, it's still something that's going to give you some type of energy to sustain yourself and keep you alive. Or even if you look at a hamburger, it's every food group. It's your protein, it's your greens, so your veggies, your tomatoes, your carbs, all of that in one. And people look at that and demonize it so much, like, that's a bad food. But if we're looking at it just for what it is, it's everything all in one. Like, everything that your body could, like, want or need all in one. So those type of principles have really helped me. And so now, honestly, what helped me is a little bit of reverse psychology too. When I first started healing my relationship with food, I would tell myself that you can have that. You can have that. And what I started realizing for myself personally is that when I told myself I could have something, I realized I didn't really want it. I just wanted the permission to have it. Ooh. So allowing myself to say, like, I can have something would make me realize, oh, I can have it. I don't really want it right now, though. But I can have it.
I feel like that just, girl, I'm so tired of you unlocking stuff in my head. Listen.
No, that's some real shit. Like,
listen, because you look at stuff and you tell them, I can't have that's bad. I can't have that.
Right.
Like, and giving myself permission and then being like,
it makes you feel resistant. And then you just want to rebel.
Yeah.
You want to just eat the thing.
Oh my God.
So I tell myself all the time, I'm like, yeah, I can have Oreos, I can have ice cream, I can have popcorn, I can have, and you know, there's times where I really want Oreos. There's times where I really want ice cream. And I let myself have the ice cream. I do it in a more portion controlled and mindful way, but I don't suppress myself. And sometimes, a lot of times I get things now and I can, like, eat off of them for days. If I go to Cold Stone and I get, like, a big thing, girl, that's in my fridge for at least 2 weeks. You get what I'm saying? Because I have a little bit, and it's just a little something. And it's not it's not the end of the world. You get what I'm saying? And even if I was, or anybody who's watching this was to have a slip up and eat that whole thing, okay. Like,
Yeah.
okay. The world isn't over. Like, the world's not going to end. Your progress isn't completely reverted. I know that it's around the holidays, so people get super caught up when it comes to, like, Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, everybody was in the gym the day after Thanksgiving, child, trying to
Girl,
work off
listen. I went the day before.
Yeah, same.
I went the day before.
Trying to work off that holiday meal. And I'm just like, you know, it don't even have to be. It's okay to drink a little eggnog. It's okay to have some cornbread.
Girl,
it's just all right.
I love that principle so much. I'm going to try that because I have been doing the good food, bad food thing. And I feel like it's just conditioning. It's like learned.
It is.
It's learned behavior, bro. And I'm like, I know what my body responds best to. I know what I get the most energy from.
That's what I was about to say.
I know I've been prioritizing for myself protein.
Protein, girl.
Protein
and fiber.
I was going to say protein and fiber, and I do my collagen and all of that.
Yes.
And I'm noticing a difference in like my energy levels and stuff like that. But the whole good and bad thing just blew my mind because I'm like, yeah, if I give myself permission, it wouldn't be this huge thing. Oh my God. That's crazy.
Absolutely.
But so we established we love the gym. We love going.
So much.
I've gotten more into what I wear to the gym and getting cute and feeling cute while I'm there. And I know you got your cute little like waist beads and stuff like that.
Girl, I be in the gym acting like it's a runway extravaganza.
Yeah, period.
Please, like I love being there, and I would have never imagined that I would be at the point in my adulthood where I'm actively like in love with the gym, and I cannot see myself not going for the foreseeable future.
That's what I'm saying. I got to that point. I'm to the point now where if I don't work out, I get cranky.
I'm feeling off. Like, I'm just feeling like something's missing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I get irritable.
Very weird. Yeah. It's such a healthy outlet for me, too, to, like, express my emotions. But all in all, just to wrap that up with a bow, I do understand where Asia J is coming from. And I also think that, too, being a woman of size, like 500 pounds and up, is an even more different experience.
When she said it's levels to this fat thing, I jumped up.
I definitely, you know.
It's levels.
So I think that is an experience that I can't necessarily speak on in that sense. Mm-hmm. But I do understand and empathize with what she's saying because at the end of the day, I can't be mad at a person just wanting to be left the fuck alone by the world.
Dog.
Like, I cannot get mad at you wanting peace, whatever that looks like for you. And I think that's why I had to divorce that narrative that I kind of cultivated about, like, you know, like, oh, if you lose weight, that means you hate the way that I look and you hate the way. Mm-mm. I don't think that is always the case. Mm-mm. I think that at a point in time, I was kind of like blinded into thinking that. And I can be aware enough to say, like, I wasn't correct. You know,
there's a difference if you lose the weight and it's for you and you going about your life and it's a you thing versus turning it outward and now being the plus size girl,
the evil person
who's yelling and screaming and being hateful and being like, oh, you big, y'all need to lose weight. I did it. So you need to like that. That's something completely different in itself.
Oh, absolutely.
And I feel like Asia for me has been, I was like, okay, girl, I see you. Because it's all inward. She don't talk about nobody.
She only talks about her experience.
About herself, and I appreciate that. Because I'm like, I can't,
Absolutely.
How you feel about yourself that's it.
I can't say anything about that, right?
Period.
I can't, you know?
Period.
And I have seen her, like, make that abundantly clear.
But people still trying to run her into the ground, and it's a projection thing, and it's like, well, you're saying this about yourself, then that means you're saying it about, and I'm like, baby.
About me, yeah.
No, I get how you feel that way. I get how it could come off that way. Because, like, I started following her when she was bigger. And I was like, oh, she putting these fits on. Like, girl, hey, where you get that from? Oh, my God. I couldn't find, like I was getting fashion tips and different stuff from her. So when I saw that she said she was starting her journey, and before you get those surgeries, they make you lose a certain amount of weight anyway.
Right, yeah.
So she lost, I want to say, like 70 or 80 pounds, like, by herself. And then she got the surgery done. And just, like, seeing her process, I was just like, I understand and I respect you. What I do not respect is people doing that and then turning it back and yelling and screaming and being hateful and mean. Like you don't know what it's like.
Hierarchy. Yeah.
Like you know what it's like to live in a bigger body. You know the mental hoops. You know everything that goes on up here.
And I think that's what kind of, not that I even needed this experience to realize I'm not like you bitches. But
cause you're not though.
But like, yeah, that's like very strange to me. Like to be on the other side of it and to lose the amount of weight that I have lost. Yeah. I've never once looked at a fat person and thought like, oh girl, you need to just get on the way that I'm on. You know, I want everybody to experience fitness just because I think everyone deserves to experience fitness.
Absolutely.
Like genuinely.
I was so inspired. I keep saying inspired because it's true. And I love giving you your flowers, girl. Because I was like, Tiff is working out. I'm working out. But the difference between Tiff and me is that Tiff is showing people... showing people unashamedly, like, girl, I'm in the gym. You showing your workouts and your cardio and the different stuff that you're doing. Like, how did that have any like mental hoops you had to jump through in order to feel comfortable like sharing that journey like at all?
You know what? Not necessarily, but I think that's because at that point in time, by the time I got into the gym, I've been doing social media since I was 16. So I got in the gym by the time I was like 24. And so I had already been like so accustomed to just kind of sharing parts of my life anyway, that it was kind of secondary. You know what it is? I base it more so off of how I feel that day. There are days that I don't feel like recording, so I'm fucking not going to. Like, you know what I mean? Sometimes I want to just go to the gym and just experience the gym. And just have that as a day for me. I don't want to be in content creation mode. I don't want to be making something mode. I just want to experience the gym. So I just base it off of how I'm feeling that day. But I don't really think I necessarily had any apprehensions. I think the thing I had the most apprehensions about was once I decided I wanted to get on a GLP. I was really nervous about talking about that publicly, but I knew I wanted to because I don't know any other way to be.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know any other way to be other than to be myself and say, like, you know, who gonna be my ass? So I just knew that it was kind of going to be a thing where I essentially felt like I was going to have to fight against a narrative because of the shift in the culture. Yeah. And that's why I really, really, really try so hard to be so loud about the fact that my fat politic is not shifting and has not shifted. Just like you said, I have no desire to be anything other than a plus size femme black woman. Like, that is all I want to be. And I have personal goals for myself for sure. I have those goals in the back of my mind, but those goals and that number that I have in mind is more so associated to when I last felt most mobile and when I last felt most capable. Yes. It's not a thing of goodness. It's not a thing of, you know, like perfection. It's a thing of, okay, when's the last time that I remember existing in this body at my healthiest? And for me, that was around my high school weight, when I was about like a junior, senior in high school. So that's really all it is. I have no desires to be thin. I'm not interested in chasing thinness at all. So for me, it's not that. I want to be thick. I want to be fit. Yeah. I want to be strong. And that is why I started documenting on the fat athlete. Because I really do. People laugh at me when I say this, but I have aspirations of being like a 250-pound Serena. I want to be a fat Olympian.
So when you tell people that your goal weight is 250, because my goal weight is also 250, people's eyes want to bug out of their head and be like, that's your weight. How about my idea of what I want to look like and my ideal physicality is not the same as your ideal and the world's idea? Who said it? Was it? I follow her on Instagram too. I think it's a Thick Nation. I forget what her name is. What is her name?
Oh yes, I love her fitness content. She has a nice butt.
Girl, I'm telling you. Sorry. I'm like looking around. I'm like, yes, it's round. It sits up. Yes, I love. That's what we're going for. That's what we want.
She's one of my glute inspos for sure.
She literally posted the other day and was like, my ideal body is not your ideal body. So stop projecting what you feel like my body should look like. Because it'd be people in the comments like, oh, you gonna get there one day. You almost there.
Like, what are you talking about?
Like, how about you shut? This is what I worry about.
Say that.
This is what I worry about. And this is why when you texted me that day and was like, I see you, because I feel like I posted, like, I don't post a whole bunch of full body, like, pictures, bro.
I think it was a full body pic.
It was, and I've started been posting more this year. You texted me, he was like, I see, like, you're coming out of your bubble. I'm so excited. I'm so happy for you. Like, that made me so happy, because I was like, girl, if you'd have known the jumps.
I was like, wait, do you remember, this was years ago. I don't know if you were talking about coming up here. I think you were talking about coming up here.
To Philly, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, we should go to Target and try on swimsuits. And you jumped out of your skin.
I was like, I'm not ready. Like,
I was like, yeah, let's wear some floss and put it up our ass. And you were like,
and see, these are the things that I'm still like unpacking in my mind and reworking and like really coming into myself. It's been a journey, but I'm like, I'm happy with where I am.
Oh,
but seeing like people like you and people like the other girlies you mentioned who are like not only open about the fact that y'all love y'all body, but that I love my body and I'm working it out because my body deserves to move and I like feeling healthy. And the fact that so many of us are in the gym, so many big women are in the gym, and y'all sitting at home on y'all cheeks doing nothing, looking at your phone and telling me that I'm unhealthy, but you haven't worked out since Jesus was here. Like,
oh my gosh.
What are we talking about?
I've always felt so weird about that because health looks so different on everybody.
Yes.
That it's not case by case and it's not one size fits all. And it's so weird to me how somebody could be, okay, you're unhealthy, but you smoke. And I've never really, I smoke a little reefer, but I never been no smoker, vapor. I only drink socially. I've never had any of those things as my vice.
How about in my fat body, life. I don't have high cholesterol. I don't have high blood pressure. Listen, I have a clean bill of health. I went to the doctor.
When you tell them that, they think you're like doing a magic trick. I remember I had a doctor. She was a fill-in for my primary care. This was like years ago. And when I told her that I don't have any like high blood pressure or cholesterol, she checked my charts and she looked at me like I did a backflip.
Girl,
like,
we aliens.
You would have thought that I pulled a rabbit out of a hat the way that lady was looking at me. She was like, huh, you're not lying. I said, yeah, bitch, no, I'm not. Why the fuck?
Girl, that's a whole other list. We talk about medical malpractice all day. Medical fat phobia all day.
Please.
But like, I am happy with where I am. I know you're happy with where you are. But like, what are a couple of ways you think we could help like some of these ideologies crumble where they stand? Like, get rid of some of these thoughts. It's like, I can't be in a bigger body and really enjoy going to the gym. If I'm not seeking thinness, then what am I doing it for? You see like plus size girls who are literal trainers. Training people. And people in their comments being like, how are you going to train me? You're fat.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking. And I want to work with her so bad.
She's fabulous!
I want to work with her so badly. I tag her on my story at least 3 or 4 times a week and say that I want to work with her. And you know what's funny? Because you brought that up, I mentioned on my Instagram that I want to find a plus size trainer. I want a thick, fit trainer. Like, just thick and fit. And I had somebody respond to me and they said to me, you need a trainer who used to be fat because they're going to know what they're talking about. And I'm very careful with like how I respond to things, especially on my main page, because bitch, you're not going to break my image. You're just not going to get that. You're not getting that from me.
Yes, ma'am.
But I kindly reiterated, I want a plus size trainer because I want someone who's reflecting my goals, which is plus size and fit. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Am I speaking Chinese? Like, what the hell? But like you said, that woman is fabulous.
I hear that very often. It's like it is. I get I get the sentiment when people say stuff like that, but no, because I said I wanted a plus size girl because I'm plus size and I want to be plus size. I just want to be really mobile and straight. For me, I want to be. I'm
Strong.
flexible. I want to be more
I want to
flexible.
be more flexible.
I want to grow. I'm pretty flexible now. I'm very proud of that. But I want to be more. I want to be stronger. I love body recomp so
Me
much.
too.
Cause while y'all
Me
over here
too.
talking about the fat, I can move this fat around.
Okay, I love
I
body
can
recomp is
move.
a
I
lifesaver.
can move this fat to
A
different
life.
places.
It's
You feel
crazy
me?
reflecting on it. And then don't like get a weighted vest. Don't get no waist trainer because then you gonna be
I was gonna
okay.
ask you where you got yours from.
Oh, girl, TikTok shop and it goes up to a 6X.
Girl, send me the link to that.
Yeah, I can see you both of them. It's two of them, but I like the one that goes all the way around and it kind of like lifts your boobs up.
Send me
And it, yeah,
that.
I will send you that. I will send you
Cause
that.
I want to
I
get
love it.
other things like compression and different stuff like that. I want to like get into as well. But like,
I'm working on my flexibility. So, like you said, your flexibility, I really am working on really stretching. I stretch at least 10 minutes before I do my weights, my weighted workouts.
mm-hmm.
And so I'm getting better with that. But, you know, since I've completed my gym goals for the last 2 years, I really am focusing on decentering the gym a little bit more in 2026.
Okay.
So, pole fitness, Pilates. At one
My
point, I did
mama
like
lives for
Legree.
Pilates. Do you hear me?
Pilates
My
is
my
great.
mom just finished her 100th class. She got a little shirt.
That's exactly, yeah. I want to go back to Pure Barre, maybe. I'm not sure. I did a Pure Barre class. If anyone's thinking about it, do it. It's just that you gotta really commit. Pure Barre will take it out of you.
What
Pure
is
Barre
Pure
will
Bar?
take. Pure Barre is like a mix of Pilates and Legree. And
Oh,
a lot of times you go in and they kind of have, it's like a small little studio. It's only like 5 to 10 people per class, something like that. And the instructors, they're really cool. I was so nervous the first time because I had only been in the gym for like a year, but they were so nice. And it really challenges those muscles. I mean, it really, really does. But the instructors are great. You can modify certain things that you need to modify for yourself. I mean, as you should in any class, anywhere you are. If you have to
mm-hmm.
modify something for you, you better. I remember I went to chair yoga with my godmom, and well, it was regular yoga, but you know, we got her a chair, and you gonna do this yoga, like, so, like what? That's just
Absolutely.
it. Like cause you deserve to move your body. But I love Pure Barre. It's pricey, but I think it's worth it. And you know, I really want to get in the pole. I really want to do pole this year.
I kind of want to try it
I'm ready.
too, cause my trainer was doing it. One of her clients is a midnight ballerina, so she took her and showed her the ropes, and I was just like, I have pretty good. I'm very strong on my upper body. I didn't realize how strong I lift very heavy, so it was like most
Hmm.
of it is a lot of upper body strength and a
Do you
lot
use
of
a Smith machine?
no girl. I lift free weights.
Oh, I'm scared. I
I
haven't even gotten to the Smith machine quite yet. I still do
I
barbells and such, you know.
I do a barbell when I do deadlifts and like stuff like that. But if I'm doing arms, girly, I'm free weights down. I pick up that big cartoon size 70 and go to
I'm not
work.
there yet. You know what it is? I think I want a friend to kind of introduce me to it.
I wish we were in the same city, girl. We've been
I
talking about this for
know, girl.
years. I wish we was in
I
close
know.
proximity, girl. Because I would
My
go where I
friend,
show you.
my friend literally lives not that far. Well, you know, Mickey doesn't live far. Y'all live like
Yeah.
close. And my other best friend, she lives out that way too. So they're always coming here. That's the thing. They're always coming up here. So I promise them that next year I'll be out there more. Next year's my travel year. So I'm going to Cancun in February.
Fab.
So I'm excited because I need to be on somebody's resort in a two-piece, drunk as fuck.
Girl, be safe, please. Oh my god.
Drunk, yes. Oh, for
That's what I
sure.
was gonna ask you next. Okay, so last question, girl, was the 2026 for Tiff. What does that look like? What are we doing?
Oh my god. When I say like complete restructure, and I
Mm,
mean that in the sense of doing away with the bare minimum and creating like a new a new level for myself. Just in every aspect of my life. You know what I mean? I think what happens is we kind of just get caught up in what the world says is normal or possible. And I'm just so tired of that. Like I'm ready to do away with that. So for me, it's been a lot of nervous system regulation, a lot
mm,
of affirmations all the time, daily, you know, and just pouring into me because I just know what I meant to do, and I know how I meant to take flight, and it's happening for me in this lifetime.
Come on.
Period. So, an abundance of love, an abundance of joy, happiness, wealth, and not convincing myself that those things are so far out of reach and that I have to struggle in order to get them. No, real shit though. Like people don't know how liberating it is to like let go of that limiting narrative. And I think it's just when you can proclaim that something is already done, that like there's so much power in that people really just don't even realize.
Girl, see, that's the same with me, except I'm over here. I'm like, Jesus, take care of it. I'm like, the Lord, you got it. This is where my faith is going. Go. You take care of it. I'm tired of being stressed. I'm tired of being anxious. I'm tired of worrying about...
I don't think there's anything wrong with that either. I think it's just in the knowing. It's just in the knowing.
Yes, ma'am. In the knowing that it's done.
In the knowing that it's done. You know what I mean? So
you ain't gotta worry about nothing.
Just for me, it's no more looking outside of myself for confirmation or validation. Like, that's step one. That's dead and gone.
Oh my
So
goodness.
A lot of things. Like I said, my podcast, more movement. If y'all want to, learn about manifestation, law of assumption, that's something that most people do not know about. They know about law of attraction, but not too many people know about law of assumption. So I'm your girl. And, it's funny you brought up Fat Girl Royalty because I want to reboot her, but I want to do it completely differently. Am I
gonna get another shirt? I just
want girl, yes, but what it is, girl. I want to do a social club. I want to like really have it running like a well-oiled machine. Like,
okay,
yeah,
love that.
Yeah,
we've come to the end. I want to do a little this or that. I do this with all of my guests. This is especially catered to you. Hopefully it's difficult and I can make it a little hard for you.
Oh, this sounds fun. Okay, ready.
Okay. Would you rather have your own fashion brand, specifically clothes and shoes that only cater to plus size bodies? Mm-hmm. Any and every design made by you and your team that you curate? Or would you rather collaborate with an already existing brand, but you have to work within their style, but the line is permanent and it's ever growing and it would be distributed worldwide?
No, hell no. The first one.
You don't got ever. What's your favorite brand that exists like right now where you can get clothes from?
Cool. Clothes. That's such a good question, girl. Hold on, wait. I might have to permeate on that for a second. Because it's so hard to say. You know what? I really do. Shout out to Size the brand because she's an independently owned brand. She runs everything herself. She does everything herself. She has beautiful garments. So I would definitely say her because I have a few pieces in my collection that are from her and they are gorgeous. When I say gorgeous, I mean gorgeous. So I really do like her. But as far as like the big names, I really can't say that as far as clothes. I really like any place in particular. I don't think that I see myself in these fashions that they have.
Okay. So
what did Dwight say? No fashions? Dreadful. How dreadful.
How dreadful.
A fashion show with no fashions. Like, there's just like no fashions. I'm just like, I describe my adult style to be Little Kim meets Raven Baxter. That's
so cute.
That's really my style. So nobody, I do like Eloquy though.
Eloquy is cute. I was thinking about, I wish they went up a couple more sizes. Hanifa is cute.
I do like Hanifa. I do like Hanifa. I actually just got that dress for my Cancun trip, so.
Work. No, I was like, wait, which one?
The one with the flower, and it's like the chartreuse.
Cute!
The one that everybody...
Yeah! I was like...
people I've seen that shit on, I'm still wanting it.
Like, it's fab. It is fab.
It's gorgeous. I do like Hanifa, though.
So she wants her own line. Wonderful. Okay, next one. Would you rather open your own plus-size gym? If you're not visibly plus-size, you cannot enter. Or... would you rather host your own plus-size fitness girl conference? Okay. This is going to have like different panels, different guests, workout clothing booths, and different vendors and things, etc.
You know what? That is so hard. I guess I would have to go for the conference.
Okay.
Just because I can see the everlasting impact of an event like that, like the trickle-down effect.
Okay.
That would kind of have. and that can inspire other things to ignite through other people, and it could just be like a, you know what I mean? So connections would be made there. I really am for the plus size girls, but then my mind went to, well, what if one of the girls is just doing her thing and then she's not so visibly plus size anymore? You come in there a size 14 and then you get down to a size 12 because you've been doing your thing, and then you get down to a size 10 and I gotta tell you, get the fuck on.
I'm thinking, I don't know why I'm thinking about, like, there's a lot of fear of going to the gym, like, in a bigger body.
Oh, true.
So I was thinking about, I wonder what it would be like for me personally. I was like, whatever would it be like if I went into the gym and it was just nothing but big people in there?
I think
would I
feel
feel
like so euphoric?
No, I was like, would I feel more comfortable? Would I feel like, like less people are looking at me or whatever? Because
I just don't want to have to kick a sister out, because I'll be like, I had a friend who applied to Lane Bryant and she was like a size 14 and they told her she wasn't big enough to work there.
Stop right now. Are you dead serious?
I'm dead serious. She was a tall girl.
Oh my goodness.
So I guess they were like,
They said, I'm sorry, we have a 3 back row minimum in this establishment. You cannot sit with us. My God, today. That's wild.
I'm crying so bad.
That's wild.
Can you imagine?
It's the last one. The last question. I'm sorry, that took me out. Would you rather have dinner with your younger self or your future self, and why?
Damn. That's so hard, because part of me wants to say the younger self so that I can like get into that mind that's still forming, that subconscious, and like implement some like really healthy things in there. Mm-hmm. Like put some really healthy messaging that I know will lead to the future self being exactly as I envision. But then the future self would have tea for me. You know what I'm saying?
Which one? Come on.
I think probably future me. And that's because I think I'm very confident in how I nurture my younger self right now already.
I love that.
I
love that.
I spend a lot of time with her, so yeah, we're gonna go with the tea for me. She's gonna tell me how to get the millions.
Yes, man. Thank you so much for coming, girl. Tell everybody where they can follow your journey. Tell them.
I'm Tiffany Grande on everything. I am on X at It's Her Universe, but YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Tiffany Grande.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you're on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, go ahead and give your girl 5 stars if you enjoyed. And I'll see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye. I love you.
That was so fun.